right, welcome to PSC Sports Talk. Wow, that was kind of loud. Have to adjust this maybe. This week we're going to cover some stuff our way,
Yeah,
and maybe cover some more stuff, or
yeah,
or maybe not more stuff, maybe just a little stuff. You never know.
some stuff,
But basically, we got stuff to talk about.
stuff.
Stuff, lots of stuff. Not like Oreo stuffed cookies, which are amazing, especially the mega stuff. This probably won't be our mega stuff edition. That might be next week.
No, definitely not the mega stuff edition. No.
All right. Well, let's get the ball on the roll, or get the roll balling. By the way, if you don't know already, Poppa E, Maxarelli.
Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. All right, so first game we got is the Patriots and Broncos. Uh, I really thought the Broncos were going to pull it out until the weather turned to absolute dog doo doo, and
That was the best part of the game.
the Patriots found a way to win.
I didn't expect the Broncos to win at all, whether it snowed or didn't snow. Uh, I'm surprised Patriots didn't get more on them. I mean, I know the Denver defense is good.
It's good,
really
yeah.
good. I don't know. They had a good game plan.
Well, they had a chance until Stidham freaking threw the chest pass backwards. I don't know still how physically he threw that backwards, but it was backwards. So Patriots go to the Super Bowl. We will preview the Super Bowl next week, though. We got too much other shite to deal with this week.
Stuff.
Yeah, shite.
Stuff.
Yeah. So
Shitey stuff.
So next we have the another possible game of the year candidate. The Seahawks go into the Super Bowl beating the LA Rams at home. Mike McDonald saying 12-1. Talking some weird philosophical stuff. But yeah, I know I got that wrong, but it's okay.
That was a great game.
It was a great game.
The thing I didn't realize, and you know this before we watched the game, is they're not the 12th man anymore, and I didn't know that, and I don't like how it's the 12s. It's the 12s. I think that's such bullshit.
It is. It's stupid. But, thank you to the courts of the United States of America.
But wouldn't you
yeah,
have to thank A&M?
yep, we do. Sam Darnold throwing for over 300 yards. Jackson Smith and Jigba going off. Kenneth Walker toting the rock. Defense playing good enough to win. I mean, they didn't play great, but it's still a tough defense. For some reason, they were picking on Witherspoon in this game, which was kind of surprising to me.
Well, did you see some of his plays?
He fell down twice.
Okay, well, and then my favorite part of the game, and I called it right before it happened. Who was it? Wooleyan or whatever his name is?
Reek Woolen.
The dipshit that had to. He got the unnecessary roughness or whatever for taunting.
Taunting penalty on the bench.
Yeah, he got the taunting against the Rams, and I just saw when they kind of panned and they showed Stafford, and I said Stafford's going after him this next play.
Well,
what'd they get on the next play?
They got a touchdown on him. McDonald came out and said that he should have. He takes a little bit of responsibility for that one. He should have given Reek some help on that play because he knows that his head was out of the game for that minute. He knows he should have given him some help over the top, and he didn't.
Well,
McDonald did come out and say that. I get defending his player, but
good on the coach for realizing that. But
you didn't do it.
He should have. The player should have realized this is Matt Stafford. He's coming after me. I mean,
especially considering you were talking shit to him on the sidelines at the time too.
Yeah,
but
so
it is what it is.
I hope Stafford plays next year. I really hope he plays.
He's going to play next year. I'm pretty sure. Him and McVay are pretty close. I think he plays again.
Being this close, well, they're pretty close to age.
Yeah, I think Matty might even be older than him. To be honest with you,
McVay just turned.
Was it 40?
I think so. He's like
I know he had a birthday on Saturday. I know that.
I want to say it was his 40th birthday because they were talking about the playoff records and regular season records of coaches before they turned 40. Stafford's 37, should be 38 before the next season. Hey, you know what? If you're going to give him a back injury in the training camp again,
nothing wrong with that.
I'm all
There's
for
nothing wrong with that.
I'm all for these older players not having to go through every single bit of training camp. They've
Me
been through
too.
it. Do they need to go
Well,
through?
training camp's gonna get shorter and shorter. They're looking to cut out, like, what, another preseason game to go for another regular season
Yeah,
game.
that'll come up in a couple years. But just let them go in and do some just regular practices. Get familiar with new guys.
Right? I'm sure he
But
was throwing the whole time. They knew he was fine, but neither here nor there. So yeah, Seahawks going to the Super Bowl again. We will have our Super Bowl preview. Will be next
now
week,
remember, enjoy this one because I think this Pope is kind of young
hopefully.
for a Pope.
Well, you never know. You might have a bad ticker. Who knows? Um. So yeah. So Super Bowl preview there. We got Sam Darnold, uh, who nobody wanted. Guy who's won 28 games in the last 2 years. Actually, more than that now. I think 30 games in the last 2 years.
Minnesota's got to be kicking themselves in the ass right now.
No, they got 9. They're good. They got 9.
They've got to be kicking themselves in the ass. They have to be because that's all they were missing this year. I mean, if you think about it,
Yeah, their defense was decent. And again, the Patriots, talk about a story. I mean, what were they, 4-12 last year? 4-13?
yeah,
And now they're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, coaching matters. That's all I'm going to say. Coaching matters. I don't care what anybody. I know it's all about Jimmys and Joes,
hey, and
but obviously
it's not always about the
exactly.
coaches that don't have experience. Sometimes I love the former players as coaches. I do.
Hey, I love the fact that Vrabel got kicked out of Tennessee, takes a year off, and I can get my dream job now. Okay, I'll take my dream job. Hey, and you know what? Let's just start that dynasty all over again. We'll just like it never stopped.
Well, would this technically be the third dynasty or the second dynasty?
Well,
Because do you count the whole Tom Brady era as one dynasty?
I technically do.
Because they had 3 in so many years, then they went so many years without it, then had 3 more. To me, it's almost like 3. This would be the third to me.
But they still made the Super Bowl during those off times. So no, I would still say it's all one dynasty because you have the same coach the whole time too.
Yeah.
So
and we'll have more of that next week on the Super Bowl.
Same dynasty. All right, so AFC West. We'll preview the or talk about the AFC West year to start off with.
Year in review.
Okay,
let's start. There you go.
The Raiders.
Way under their expectations, which to me weren't great either.
And we talked about the Raiders a lot on this podcast, actually. Yeah, they way underachieved. I don't know how that GM kept his. Did he get fired too?
No.
I don't know how he kept his job.
He's a Brady bitch.
Again, I don't know how he kept his job. That offensive line was trash. It made them unwatchable. It did. They couldn't run the ball. Every time Geno Smith would drop back, he was under pressure. It was horrible. Raiders got a lot of work to do. That's all I'll say.
A couple of things they will need real quick for next year: a quarterback, 2 wide receivers, offensive line, a couple guys on defensive line, some cornerbacks, and some safeties. And a coach. That's pretty much what they're going to need.
Oh no, they have a coach. Didn't they hire Stefanski?
No, he went to Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, wrong black team. Sorry.
By black you mean colors, right?
Of course,
colors. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
You can say black. It's a color. All right, so Raiders suck completely and totally. They got a lot of work. I wouldn't be surprised to see Max Crosby get traded in the offseason.
Yeah, he'll probably request a trade.
I doubt it. He wants to be a Raider for life, unfortunately.
He's not going to want to go through this shit.
All right, so next we have the Kansas City Chiefs.
They got a lot of work to do, too. They got some good pieces, but they definitely need a running back. Pacheco is not a good running back.
They got Clyde Hilaire.
I don't think they do. I think they let him go a couple years ago.
No, he broke his leg. I mean, he's been hurt. And then he's on the practice squad, I think. Swear to God. Swear to God. He finished on at least their practice squad.
Okay, well, he wasn't playing.
Yeah,
I liked him better than Pacheco. Kareem Hunt's the backup. And they need a solid number 1 receiver. They do. Not every quarterback. Okay, Tom Brady. How many years did he have a stud number 1? He did it with a lot of nobody.
I wouldn't call Randy Moss a nobody.
Randy Moss came in later for like 1 or 2 years.
I wouldn't call Wes Welker a nobody.
He wasn't their one. He was their possession. He was their possession guy.
I wouldn't call Julian Edelman a scrub.
They were no names till Tom Brady helped make them. Patrick Mahomes hasn't made a wide receiver. Name a wide receiver he's made.
Well, I mean, he's kind of a wide receiver.
I'm not talking tight end.
I'm just saying, it's kind of a wide receiver. He splits out as much as he is in line anymore.
Well, he's their best option. So they do need a lot of help.
Which is sad. Which is sad that Travis Kelce is your best option at this point in his career.
And all you got to do is double, triple team him.
But it'll be interesting to see how long Mahomes is out with his knee injury.
He'll be back first game.
I hope so. Because remember, Gardner blew his knee too. So they got
Rivers,
quarterback
they might
problems.
be calling you for
right?
the first game unless you're signed with the Colts, which is where I think you're going to be.
I doubt it. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, Kansas City's got problems, especially if Mahomes doesn't start the season as their quarterback. They do not make the playoffs. I will say that. He is not that much of a magic man because he's going to come. If he doesn't start the season as their quarterback, that means by the time he does get back, he's going to be rusty as shit and probably still not even at 100%. So he's not going to be super Mahomes. I don't think they'll make the playoffs if he doesn't start the season. Yeah, actually, I don't even think they'll make the playoffs probably regardless next year. But we'll see. Andy Reid is a fucking magician. So
yeah, he hired his coach in waiting.
So next we have the Los Angeles Chargers. Jim Harbaugh made the playoffs.
You know, he did make the playoffs, but I still give them, because Harbaugh is their coach, I think they underachieved this year. Granted, they lost, 2, 3 running backs. They lost both their tackles to injuries. That hit them hard. That defense is okay, but teams were finding holes, and they were losing games they should have won.
Right. Well, they don't know how to win there yet. I think they did right about where I thought they would do. I figured they'd make the playoffs. I didn't think they'd probably get a win. Actually, maybe I did think they would get a win. But, again, this is about where I thought they would be. Hiring Mike McDaniel, I think, is going to do lots for this team. I expect a lot out of the Chargers next year, though.
That was a good pickup on offense.
Yeah. McDaniel is
and they lost
amazing.
their defensive coordinator, too.
So that's okay. Those are a dime a dozen.
They don't have as many holes to fill. They just got to get healthy.
They're pretty good. Exactly. They just need to get healthy, really. Maybe another wide receiver because that one is okay.
I mean, Keenan Allen
Johnson. Keenan Allen's a good possession receiver,
but it was good they had him this year.
No, exactly.
Because the other two are getting better. They're just not
consistent.
Exactly.
So good year for the Chargers, though, all in all. And then you have the Denver Broncos, who, as much as I hate to admit it, they definitely overachieved. As much as I hate to admit it, though, I think if Bo Nix plays on Sunday, they win that game. I'll come out and say it. As much as I can't stand that little punk, I think if he plays, they win that game.
If Bo Nix would have played in the championship game, I probably would have picked the Broncos.
I probably would have.
He was the reason I did not pick the Broncos, because Stidham is Stidham, and Stidham gets you shit'em losses.
I mean, he didn't play that bad, but he didn't play that great either. I mean, he played well enough to win, but they didn't win because you made a horrible play where you thought you were playing basketball and you chest passed the ball.
Yeah, that was
it was horrible. But great year for the Broncos. There's so many things I don't like about the Broncos that it's hard for me to talk nicely about the Broncos.
Yeah, well, I think on offense for next year, they definitely going to need a solid number one receiver.
Cortland Sutton's okay. I mean, he's okay.
He's okay.
They also need a running back, though, too.
He's okay.
They need a running back, and they need a wide receiver, and their defense is set.
As long as they don't lose anyone.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't know where they are contractually.
Yeah, we'll cover all that.
But their line's pretty solid. Bo Nix
finds a way to win.
Yeah,
he's not a great stat quarterback. It's ugly to watch him play, but he finds a way.
But as a Denver Broncos fan, I don't think that you're looking to replace Bo Nix
I don't.
anytime soon.
I think Broncos fans are like, no, well, let's go with what we
No,
got.
yeah, I mean he's good. He's got a little Russell Wilson in him. You know what I mean? Old school Russell Wilson, not the dynamic dumb plays, but just he's gonna find a way to win at the end of the game.
Right.
You could have a horrible first 3 quarters, but you knew Russ was gonna come through in the fourth quarter and will you to a victory,
Right.
i.e., the Green Bay Packers championship game. I think he threw what 5 interceptions in the first 3 quarters, and then comes back and throws 3 in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Pardon me. All right, that covers that
Yep.
one.
So now we go to the NFC Norris division.
Wouldn't this be the AFC?
Oh, yeah,
since
that's the
we're covering
NFC.
the AFC this week.
The Norris division. So first we go with the Cleveland Browns. Hey,
you know what?
Hey, they have an all-star quarterback. Okay,
No, they don't. No, they don't.
We'll talk about that. There's a slide for that.
But hey, I like how they're brown because they're shit and
They are
shit
shit.
brown.
Yes.
They need a lot of work on the offense. And I'm not saying, hey, Shador will probably be the starter next year.
He should be,
and he's not
if he's well. I mean,
he's
I
not
guess
Pro Bowl good.
I mean, how can you say he's not? He's a Pro Bowl.
He's not. C.J. Stroud had a better. We'll get into that one.
Yeah.
Shador
exactly.
got picked because Dion went in there and said, "This is my boy. This is my boy."
No, I think. Well, there's more. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that.
They need a lot of help on offense.
No, they need a lot.
The running back, Chudnik, whatever his name is, the running back they had this year.
I don't
the
even
rookie.
know. Oh yeah, the Ohio State kid.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
He's good. Yeah, he is good. But he was splitting carries with some scrub.
Judkins. Last name's Judkins.
Yeah.
But
Quinion, I think is his first name. Quinion.
He needs to be their main running back.
But they don't. Nobody does that shit anymore. Which
I
know. Never mind. Sorry, we're getting off on tangents. Focus.
He needs to be on their one running back.
No, I agree.
They need a 1 and a 2 receiver, and they need stability at that quarterback. Whoever it's going to be, you know what?
We'll talk about the one of their wide receivers again in just a minute. But Jerry Jeudy, you don't think he's the number 1 wide receiver
or a 2? No, I don't.
You don't even think he's a 2?
No.
Not even 2.5.
Denver got rid of him when they were bad. No,
well, he was a cap casualty, maybe.
No,
maybe.
No.
I agree with you on Jerry
Njoku,
by the way.
Is a good tight end,
but they never go to him. It's crazy.
Don't.
He had a horrible year this year.
I think he's up in contract. I think
he might be. But they got problems. I mean,
defensive wise, they're not bad on. They're really not horrible on defense. If they didn't have Myles Garrett, they would be.
Well, but at the same time, think of Myles Garrett being on a team that actually had a lead every once in a while. Think of how ferocious he would be if he got to actually rush the passer and not have to worry about the run ever.
Let me ask you this question.
Oh, are we bringing up Micah Parsons?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, just wondering.
And we're just hypothetically
just spitballing here.
If Myles Garrett is on the Rams versus the Seahawks, do the Rams win that game?
I would say probably yes. Probably yes.
And the Rams have a good defense. He would just make them that much better.
Right.
If he was on Denver's defense, does Denver win that game, even with Stidham?
With or without snow in the second half?
Just like it was.
Then no, he does not win that game.
You don't think he likes snow? He's in Cleveland.
He can't make as much of an impact in a snow game that he can in a regular game.
I bet he could, but Cleveland doesn't play long enough to get to snow game.
I'm more just talking about he can't rush the passer to affect the game because nobody's going to freaking pass the ball anymore.
You get them a solid corner, which they got okay corners. You get them a solid corner, and one of the 2 safeties pretty solid. I think they're good.
No, I think they're fine on defense. Really, again, it's just the offense is just so putrid that the defense can't get out there and eat. They're always.
It would be interesting to see what Shador could do with that offense for the whole year.
It will be interesting. Now, I forget. Have they hired a coach yet? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, because nobody wants to coach there. That's the whole problem. Um, McDaniels, I guess, got an interview there.
I think a couple coaches backed out.
Yeah, McDaniels backed out, decided being an OC for Jim Harbaugh was a better
Yeah,
idea
and
than being the head coach.
and that shows you it's the organization, it's the GM
Yes.
and the owner.
Well, no, it's just the owner, really. I mean, the GM's going to change.
Yeah.
So the Bungles.
They got the same GM. He does. Oh, the Bungaloos.
And it's definitely the Bungles because they've bungled the roster. They have. They're in. I mean, look, you can't let T. Higgins walk. I get that. Okay. I mean, I get. Huh?
Trey Hendrickson?
No, T. Higgins. I'm talking about the. We haven't even got to Trey yet. We're like,
okay.
I'm starting with T.
Okay, gotcha.
You can't let the guy walk out of the building. I get that. I mean, I really do. I get why Joe Burrow went to bat for him. I do, because the fans are. We drafted this guy. You're just gonna say what? We're just gonna let him play here for 5 years and just let him walk out of the building when he's
you have to in today's day and age.
When he's the top 15 wide receiver in the game. I mean, it's tough. I get it. They put themselves in a horrible position by drafting T. Higgins.
Well, not by drafting him, but that contract extension.
It's
that's
tough.
What did it?
No, right. Oh, I'm talking pre-contract extension. Well, I'm just saying you put yourself in a bad position because he is so good. I mean,
right.
you see,
but
this
you
is why
you get a 5-year window. You have a 5-year window pretty much with quarterbacks and wide receivers. That's what you have.
I agree.
That's all you have. In those 5 years, on year 4, if he's looking good like T. Higgins was, if I'm the Bungles GM, I'm trading Higgins. I'm keeping Jamar. I'm trading Higgins. I'll draft another receiver because you could get a draft pick for Higgins.
See, this is why I like the NBA. They have the Larry Bird rule, where if you draft a player and they turn out to be super awesome, and when you go to re-sign them, it takes you over the salary cap, hey, you get an exemption.
But is it still in effect?
Larry Bird rule, yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
But by doing that,
see, I don't know. But I also don't know how that works with all of these salary tiers anymore. Like, I'm not a NBA salary cap expert, but yes, the Larry Bird rule is still in place. Yes.
So by doing that, so they had Jamar, Higgins, Burrow locked down. That's your money. And
yeah, I mean, yeah.
What happened when Burrow got hurt? Even though they have 2-1 receivers, and they do
right.
Where's the tight end?
He's good. He's decent. I mean,
I'm just saying, why aren't they throwing to him? Because you got 2 1s, but Burrow is hurt a lot. I think Burrow is not as good as people are thinking he is.
Yeah, but he is. But
he's hurt.
Let me ask you this though: when has Joe Burrow played behind an offensive line at all? I would be willing to bet that Joe Burrow has never played with an all-pro in front of him, or even an all-star. We won't even go all-pro. We'll even go with this janky all-star shite.
The Pro Bowl?
Yeah. Pro Bowler, not all-pro.
You have to look. They did make the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and not much on their offense has really changed. The running back now, Chase Brown, is actually, I think, better. I'm not a Joe Mixon fan at all.
Really? Oh, no, because he screwed your fantasy team.
No, even before then.
Really? See, I like Joe Mixon. I like Joe Mixon a lot, actually.
Yeah, Joe Mixon, he likes to hit women in restaurants.
Well, that's is that true? I mean, he got charged with that one, or should we still say allegedly?
He didn't get charged, but they have the video of it. Was he still in OU, or was he at Cincinnati when it all got?
I think that was still at OU, actually.
Yeah,
I think because I think he's been good since he's been at Cincinnati.
Well,
because yes, I remember them talking. That's why he slipped in the draft, is because he's kind of a dickhead.
He probably goes on a date, says, "I need your cell phone." No video evidence, but that's who the running back was before. Chase Brown,
right?
And Mixon is not a running back; he's a receiving back.
He's a decent running back. He's decent.
Brown is a better running back.
Well, yeah, but he can't catch the ball. I don't know. Bengals got problems.
And Hendrickson is going to walk. He's going to be gone. And then on defense, they got
nobody.
And
nobody.
They don't have a lot of money for it.
Exactly. I mean,
Bungle's got problems.
Joe should. I don't know. I don't know how that all works. I'm just saying, one of them three, if not all three of them, need to restructure their contracts so they can get some friends.
I'm gonna say they end up trading Higgins if it comes down to it.
Yeah,
Or
we'll see.
or do you trade Burrow? Dude, he's hurt all the time.
You can't trade Joe.
Why can't you?
The city loves Joe.
They might love him, but they only love him half the time.
No, they love him all the time.
Okay, they only love him when he's playing, which is half the time.
Right. Okay. So next we have the Baltimore Ravens. New coach.
I think it was dumb letting Harbaugh go, but hey, they wanted to change.
I think it was time for change. I think it was time for change. Just like the next team, I think it was time for change.
I think some of that stuff that was coming about Lamar, I think that actually was accurate. That Lamar was doing those things, and Harbaugh was kind of letting him get away with it.
Right. If you're not coaching it, you're allowing it.
It's who was their coach? Who'd they just hire? Was it Mentor that went to Baltimore?
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, Jesse Minter.
If it's Jesse Minter, he's defensive coach.
Yep, just what they want.
Which is going to get worse for Lamar because
he's going to get a new OC too because it's a Harbaugh guy. It's
Monken.
Yeah, Monken. Yeah, who I don't think is a very good OC in my opinion, but
I don't either. One thing that
I like the fact that he did go to a college coach to be his OC because Lamar is more of a college style quarterback than he is a pro style quarterback.
Well, that's what I was going to say. John Harbaugh actually adjusted the whole offense to around Lamar. A lot of teams don't do that.
Well, you have to with Lamar. You have to.
I mean, some teams, Jets, Bears, with both of those with Justin Fields, they were trying to make him something he's not.
Justin Fields would be a great backup for Lamar.
Hey, maybe he'll be the replacement. Lamar's coming up due for an extension.
Here's the problem. Remember last time Lamar came up for a contract and everybody in the league had a chance to pick him? Remember how many teams picked him? No, one. One picked him.
Oh, Baltimore?
Same team he was on. Yeah.
Okay. No other teams picked him.
Nobody wants to deal with Lamar. I think he's difficult. I think he's difficult to deal with in the locker room. I think he's difficult to deal with in the media. And I think he's difficult to deal with when it comes to signing a contract. I think he's just a difficult individual.
Do you think he's part of the reason why they can't get a wide receiver?
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's part of it. I think that's I blame that on their scouting department. To be honest with you. But they had one. They had Hollywood Brown, and they let him go. Why'd you let Hollywood Brown go?
Did he not get along with Lamar?
I don't know.
I bet you Hollywood was like, I want the ball. I want the ball.
Who knows? But see, that's the problem with wide receivers. If you go to a team like Baltimore, you are a run-first team. And you need to be a blocker. You are a blocker, and sometimes I'll throw you a bomb every once in a while. But, son, you are just a glorified tight end.
So, you know who they go to the second most after the running back, don't you?
Yeah, the tight end.
The tight end.
You know why?
Because they got because
they block in the run game and deserve to get catches out in the field.
They're both on the field. And I mean, Andrews, in my opinion, is not bad. Andrews
is still good.
Average.
Except, just you gotta throw it like above his knees, though. You can't throw it low to the guy because you can't catch him down there.
We've seen a lot of bad catches this post or bad misses.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Who am I?
Rome?
No, AJ Brown.
Oh yeah, it could be him too. As I said, we've seen a lot of them.
I know, that's true.
All right, Baltimore. We'll see how they do until.
Their defense back to we didn't say it for the last two, but definitely below standards here for the Baltimore Ravens.
I would say so too.
I would say below standard for the Bengals as well.
Yep.
And I would say Cleveland, about where I thought they'd be.
Yeah, Cleveland is where Cleveland should have been.
Yeah. Now we come to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have lost their offensive coordinator. He is now going to be the offensive coordinator at the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I think
I
that's a
think
good thing.
I think this is Ohio State. I think is turning into the new Alabama. Had some bad times. Need some feel good. Need some need some love. Need to feel a little bit. Need to find your love for football again. Go to Ohio State where you got a 5-star at every position. You're gonna walk out. You're gonna walk off the bus better than yeah, probably about 9 out of 10 teams in the nation. You're just gonna walk off the bus and win the game. So I think that definitely is gonna help Artie Smith find his love of football again.
I don't think it's love of football. I think he's a bad play caller.
No,
Okay.
look.
I think
I
he's a
think
bad play caller.
I think Artie Smith is very entertaining. On a microphone, he's a very good interview. I think Artie Smith is a horrible coach.
Oh, I don't like him.
I defended him for a while just because he is a good personality and he seems like a very good guy. That guy is dog shit. I mean, really.
Well, not only is he gone, which I think is
Right, yeah.
a betterment for that team.
Right.
Who else is gone? Who
Um,
else did they lose?
no, they didn't lose. He decided to step away. He's just he's done.
We both know there was a
Hey, we can do this
we can't
my
fire
way
you.
or your way.
Well, they sat in there and said, "Look, we can't fire you, or we're going to have protests worse than Minneapolis here. So you just want to quit?" Tomlin's gone.
But I heard he's going into the booth or he's going to TV. I heard.
He's
Rumor
taking
has
your- Hey, if he goes to the booth, he ain't going to coach again. Look at Cower.
Exactly.
Cower, I think, was a great coach. I think Cower was a great
I think
coach.
Cower was an okay. Cower was a better than average coach. Better than average coach.
Cower came in after Noel, and Noel at the end wasn't.
He was horrible.
Exactly.
The Steelers sucked when Noel left. I know. I remember that. Yes. I think Cower's an above average coach. I don't think he's Andy Reid. I don't think he's Bill Belichick. I don't even think he's Pete Carroll, to be honest with you. Even after Pete stunk in freaking wherever. I think
Okay,
I think Pete's a better
of those.
I think Pete's a better coach than Cower, in my opinion. My opinion only. I think both Harbaughs are a better coach than Cower.
Oh man,
I think McVay's a better coach than Cower.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. I agree.
I can't say Kyle is though. Can't say Kyle is.
But they also have an opening at quarterback, which
we don't know that yet though.
His contract's up. It's 1-year deal.
Yeah, but look who the head coach is though, sir.
I know.
Look
I know.
who the head coach is.
Technically and currently, they don't have a quarterback.
Oh yeah, they do that too.
They don't have a starting quarterback that they had last year.
Yeah, they do. Mason Rudolph. He started a game last year.
So McCarthy is their coach.
Yes, Mike McCarthy did get the job. Hey, good hire. My opinion,
I think it was
a
good hire. Couple of reasons. Personally, I expected him to go to the Giants, but they went with John. McCarthy is good with quarterbacks. What do they need in Pittsburgh besides a quality starting quarterback this year? They need a good young quarterback for after this year, because I honestly think Aaron's coming back.
I really think they have him. I think he's in the building already. I really feel that way.
McCarthy will find out. You're talking about the third stringer.
Yes, I am. I'm talking about Will Howard from Ohio State.
Well,
I think he's that guy. I really do.
McCarthy will find out.
Exactly.
The one thing that's very odd to me. So
and by the way, I do agree. I do agree. Aaron is coming back. I think McCarthy is the cherry on top, or the the final straw of, I'll go kick it with Mike for a year. Why not? I think that's the final straw that kind of makes him say yes.
Yeah, he may not go to his little hideaway this year.
You never know.
So this is the fourth coach
ever
they've hired since like 1969.
Right.
But he's also
the oldest coach they've ever hired.
Yeah, by like double the age.
Right.
So we know McCarthy isn't going to be there for more than 10 years. I would say 5 to 7. Whether he does good or bad, he's old. He's 60 something.
But there's a couple of things about this that make it a good hire as well.
It is. Get that young quarterback going. Hey, I'm in favor of a coach in waiting. Get a good coach in waiting. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm trying to get Brian Flores back.
But see, that's the thing is I don't think Brian Flores is going to wait around.
He doesn't want to wait, but he's got a
5
lawsuit.
years.
He's got a lawsuit against the NFL.
Right.
Has he been hired as a head coach yet?
No. Surprised he's even been hired as a coach, to be honest with you. But
I mean,
because John hasn't been hired as a coach yet.
John
Gruden.
Well, because again,
but at the same time,
blackballed by the NFL.
He's not going to take an OC job or a coordinator job though either.
Oh, the Vikings got him an extension.
No, I'm talking about Gruden though. Gruden's not going to come back in as a coordinator.
Dude, he's above it. He's above it.
No, exactly.
I think Gruden would have been a good hire here too, and
I think so
probably
too.
would have got some more years out of him. But great hire. Can McCarthy change the attitude or trade the nutcase Metcalf?
No.
So
no to all the above, because at this point I think he has shown his ass. He has now shown his ass enough by getting suspended. Like I said, as a Seahawks fan, I knew he was a loose cannon. I knew he was a freaking what. Like I said, when they traded him, I was happy. Good riddance, brother. I love DK Metcalf as a player, but you're a freaking head case. I don't think anybody in the league wants him. I don't think I don't think you can find anybody that wants that guy.
Well, I mean, it took a while to actually trade him to the Steelers. The Steelers, I don't think, gave up very much. But they need a 2 receiver. They traded their 2 receiver because he sucked in Pittsburgh. I blame that on Artie to Dallas, who had a great year in Dallas.
He had a great year.
Do they re-sign him? Because Pittsburgh really, they do need running back, offensive line help,
right,
and a 2 receiver.
Actually, I think they're okay at running back. I think Gainwell and
you
Warren,
think the offensive, if they just change that offensive line and get some beef up there.
Their offensive line was decent.
Their offensive line isn't the greatest.
Well, I mean, Aaron was healthy most of the year, so they had to be. But he also, there was also a couple of business decisions there and made throughout the season as well.
Well, think about this: Aaron Rodgers, I'm 99% sure, had the quickest release rate in the NFL for a quarterback.
Definitely in his career, yes.
No, this past. I'm just talking this past season.
No, but I said in his career, definitely his career. Yeah,
that could be because he knew who he wanted to go to, or he knew he had to get rid of the ball.
Well, you remember Big Ben? Remember their offense at the end of Big Ben's career?
It
was literally like hot potato. Remember, it'd be Big Ben get the ball, he just toss it away. Or you know what I'm saying? It was hot potato.
They had a decent offensive line for most of Benny's career.
Hall of Famer. I mean, we'll talk about this more like in depth in another episode, but Hall of Famer.
A tweener for me right now.
2 rings is why I say yes.
Well,
2 rings is why I say yes.
Okay, Eli Manning.
2 rings is why I say yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. What's our next slide?
The NFC or whatever. AFC. Yeah.
All right. Let's try to get this one rolling.
AFC South.
All right. Let's start Tennessee.
They are horrible.
They hired. Oh God, we just were talking about it. Offensive coordinator.
Stefanski. Was it Stefanski?
No. Who did they hire? Oh no, they got Saleh. Saleh is their head coach, but they just hired an offensive coordinator. Oh, Dable.
They hired Daboll.
He's their offensive coordinator. I think that's great for Cam Ward. Tennessee, as far as Pittsburgh. I think they met standards for what they have.
It is what it is. It's Pittsburgh.
Tennessee, I think, was below standards.
That's about where I thought they would be. I thought they would suck.
I thought they could have done better. Now, granted, they fired their head coach partway through. They didn't give him a choice, but that's what happens when you have a brand new head coach. Saleh's been through it before. Saleh's seen worse. He's seen worse.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it was Saleh or if it was the Jets.
I'm going to say
we'll see.
We'll put our dollar bet on he does better with the Titans than he did with the Jets.
I'm not. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Our dollar bet.
No. I'm not saying that he's not going to do better with the Titans than he did with the Jets. I just don't think the Titans are going to be very good because I think Saleh's a coordinator. I do. I think Saleh's a coordinator. I don't think he's a coach.
We'll find out.
We will.
We'll pull up his 3 years, 4 years with the Jets. We'll compare him in 4 years to the Titans. Dayball, good hire for Cam Ward.
No, I think Dayball's a great hire.
Tennessee's defense actually isn't horrible.
It's decent.
They need a little bit of help.
They at least have an all-pro on defense. I mean,
offense, they got to have a running back. They got to get a running back.
They have one.
Who is it?
Tony Pollard.
They need a better running back.
Just because he wears a dumb helmet doesn't mean he's a bad running back.
No, he's a bad running back because he's not very good.
Yeah, they need a lot of help.
Colts, I think they overachieved for most of the year.
I would agree with that statement, but I would say also at the same time they underachieved. Well, because they were hot as a pistol.
They were.
But then Danny Dimes all of a sudden somehow comes off of a bye and he has a broken leg. And then goes out there and then tears his Achilles playing on a broken leg. I don't know about that. I don't. It's weird.
I think while Dimes was quarterback, they overachieved.
That's Jones. Indiana Jones. Sir.
I think while Danny Dimes was the starting quarterback,
Dr. Jones.
They did above average. And then when he wasn't, they did below average.
Right.
So for the season, that's a C.
It's about average. Yeah. I think they're in a good place though.
I think Phillip Rivers coming back at the end was a great idea to have him ready for the beginning of this season. I still think Rivers will be on their roster at the start of the season until Danny Dimes is ready. That's what I think is going to happen. They still got Taylor. Man, they got a couple good receivers that they just don't go to a whole lot. They got a great tight end.
So let me check your logic on this one then. So what you're saying is Phillip Rivers is going to be the head or the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts next year.
He's going to be on their roster.
He's going to start.
I got a feeling he will be their starter till Dimes is back.
So is this then the first time ever that a starting quarterback for a team has interviewed for a head coaching job while being the starting quarterback for another team?
Well, he's not.
Is this the first? No. Is it the first time ever?
Contract. He's not under contract.
So you think they're going to re-sign him? I don't think they're going to re-sign him.
I think they are.
I think he's going to go back to coaching high school football.
He's going to go back into. He's going to train. He's going to be ready. He's going to have that dad bod a little more in shape.
No. Riley Leonard is going to start the year for them. But again, though, I think they're in a good spot. They got weapons everywhere. They got a decent offensive line.
Defense ain't horrible.
Defense is pretty good. They spend a lot of money on defense, and I like the fact that Carly Ursay wears a headset on the sidelines and is taking notes and trying to figure out what is going on. I like that.
Yeah, that's an involved owner. It's like, hey,
a very involved owner.
You're doing what with my money?
Right. Exactly. And okay, maybe I don't understand everything, but I can at least hear the chatter of what these idiots are talking about and trying to figure out what it is.
Here's the other
thing. Like it.
She was taught from one of the worst, so she's doing the opposite. Hey, let's be involved. Let's not go have drunken drug overdose incidents.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with Jim.
Well, why is the FBI doing an investigation into his death? He was doing some shit.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, FBI is doing an investigation into Ursay's death. Something about a doctor. He probably went to a doctor on the download like a Mr. Michael Jackson did.
Well, Michael Jackson, though, was...
Yeah, that doctor...
So, I know, he's in jail forever. Yeah,
this doctor going to Ursay, because Ursay's trying to do some illegal shit. Yeah,
Wait, so you think it's like a Dr. Feelgood type thing? Like he was trying to die? Or you
no.
Or you think he was just trying to get a little...
He's trying to get some hookups legally.
A little extra side.
Yep. Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they exceeded some expectations.
That wouldn't surprise me, by the way, if Jim was trying to get some drugs on the side.
He was.
Again, that wouldn't surprise me. No, Jacksonville definitely. Uh, Again, first pick in the draft, and you made the playoffs, and your first round draft pick
Missed most of the year.
missed most of the year, and didn't really even play on defense that much.
And they made a trade to a wide receiver that I kind of thought was shite from the Raiders, and they got him. He started doing good, and all of a sudden, that wide receiver bust, Brian Thomas Jr. He decided, I got to catch the ball to keep my job.
All that shows me is Brian Thomas Jr. is not a number one.
He's not.
He's a 1.75. A little better than a 2, but it's not a 1. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when you say 1.75, you're talking this way closer to 2, or this way closer to 1?
No. I would say that. Well, we say 1.5 a lot. He's not in the 1.5 group.
Okay, I would say he's a 2 at best. 2 at best.
He's a solid 2
until he proves me wrong.
He's a solid 2.
But they had a great year.
Yeah,
Etienne was healthy most of the year.
And why can neither of us remember the name of that guy that got traded from the Raiders? Because I know we're both drawing a blank.
Jacoby Myers.
Good call. They just had to help you with the Raiders and see. Sharing a brain here. Sharing a brain.
You know, he got a contract extension.
That's
they had
great.
A good year. Their defense looked good. I think Travis Hunter, when he's back, to me, I'm using him more as a DB on defense more than offense when he comes back. That's just me. I think he can impact that side more than the offense, because the offense did just fine or a little better after he was out.
I agree with you on that, on your thought process on that. But unfortunately, I think he wants to be a wide receiver.
Well, and that's when they tell him, you are under contract for us to play whatever position, or we will trade your ass.
But I also think Liam Cohen wants him to be a wide receiver.
I
think they want.
That's when the GM and owner say, "This ain't the NBA, bitch. You don't call your shot."
I think they want to use him more on offense because he can be more valuable. You get more bang for your buck, dollar wise, for him playing offense than you do for him playing defense.
I think they get more bang off that defense.
Well, you get more measurable. He scores touchdowns on offense. You can justify paying him the money if he's on offense scoring touchdowns.
But
he's not going to score touchdowns on defense.
How many touchdowns did he have? 1, 2?
I don't remember.
I mean,
I'm not being smart. I don't remember.
He didn't impact that offense as much as he can that defense. Next year, I think Jaguars are going to do about the same next year, hopefully. As you call them, maybe Sunshine has another good year.
I think Sunshine's going to continue to get better. I do.
Kind of justify his extension just in time to sign another.
Well, I would almost, you know what? I was just thinking about this. They should just make Travis Hunter literally a third down player. Just play the money down. Or red zone player. Red zone and third downs. That's all you play, bro. That's all you play. You play third down, even on defense. You come in on defense, you play nickel corner, come in, play the money down.
I think on offense, that would work. I think on defense, I mean, you got to face it. Most defenses are playing nickel more often, so he's going to play a lot on defense as nickel.
Right. Well, that's why I say like third down guy. But
on offense, I think that would be a great scheme.
I don't know. I actually, what I really think is you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Whatever you do with this kid, you're going to be wrong. You should have done this. You should have done that. You should have done this. You should have done that.
Because if he wants to play both ways, it's in the hands of the player to say, you know what, I don't want to play defense. So I'm just not going to play as good until you play me on offense. And then they're going to say, well, we're not going to play you on offense, so you play better on defense. And he's going to say, you know what, I'm not. Well, okay, whatever. I just want to have to play much defense.
Yeah. Darius Butler.
And it'll go vice versa.
Made a comment about that. He was like, yep, I was in my rookie training camp, and they put me on punt team. He said, I fucked that up every time on purpose, so I never had to go on punt team again. He said, but I also knew at that point that I had to be shit hot on defense because now I'm not a fringe player anymore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Obviously, it worked out for DB, but
So who's
I know.
next?
I know. I'm moving on.
I think they,
Texans.
I think they underachieved, mainly on the offensive side of the ball.
CJ Stroud definitely took a step back, a huge step back this
But
year.
he still had a huge year as a quarterback, almost 4,000 yards. I mean, to me, he'd be my replacement for an injury in the Pro Bowl for a quarterback.
I agree.
Um,
But he also might have said, no, I don't want to. I don't want to go in as a replacement.
he,
Who knows?
yeah, he'd have been the first guy to go. Offense, they got to get a little solid on their running back. Woody Marks had a pretty good year.
Chubb had a decent, I don't know.
I don't think Chubb is fully healthy, and he may
I
not
don't think
be.
so. And he might never be
He's not going
again.
to be the Nick Chubb from Cleveland because that was his second major reconstruction on the same knee or the other knee.
I think
it
it's
was
the
same.
third. I think it's his third total. I think he's got, I think both in one, or I'm saying 2 in one and one in the other, I think.
Yeah. Woody Marks had a decent year, but if Joe Mixon comes back, he could be that third down receiving back if he comes back because he's got that mystery foot injury that kept him out all year.
Yeah, all year.
Wide receiver wise, Nico Collins he had an okay year.
Well, you got to remember Tank Dell didn't play at all this year.
Yeah,
and Tank Dell is a stud.
Well, we'll see when he comes back. Defense?
Yeah.
That defense.
That defense is gnarly.
So if you're quarterback, would you rather play the Broncos defense or the Texans defense?
Broncos.
Okay.
Yeah. Will Anderson scares me. That dude is scary.
You know how they got him?
Yeah, they traded for him.
Well, they traded for the first round pick. Who did they trade?
Wasn't it the Bears? Was it the Bears?
No. It was part of the Groper Cleveland deal.
Was it really?
Yeah, they got a couple first rounders out of him.
Are you No, I don't think that's right.
It is right.
No, because they had to trade up for that pick.
No. Will Anderson was one of the picks they got from Cleveland. Cleveland gave up a lot for that.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they had to trade up to get him.
Who's the other guy that they got? There was
CJ Stroud. They got him and CJ Stroud back-to-back picks.
Okay, well, that's their extra pick. And I think there's another guy on defense too. They have
a lot of guys on defense.
They got a couple of picks from there, but I think Texans are going to be all right next year. Just a couple of literally minute holes.
They got to fix the offense. Period.
And the offense wasn't bad. It was bad when they needed them to be good.
That's why I say they got to fix the offense. Because when your offense struggles, when you have a good defensive team, in big games they're not going to be able to come through if they haven't come through all year long. You know what I mean?
And you do have, if Dell comes back next year, if they all come back healthy, they get a solid running back.
Well, maybe they have transformer issues there too. Who knows?
Possibly.
AFC East got the Jets. Jets.
They underachieved based on the coach they hired. Based on the coach they hired, because they were shit on defense too. I'm surprised Aaron Glenn has a job. They've got rid of every coordinator.
I thought they did fire him, didn't they? I thought they didn't fire Aaron Glenn.
He's not fired, but he should have been. They got rid of every coordinator coach that was on their team, gone.
I don't have a lot of nice things to say about the Jets, so I'm just not going to say anything at all.
I think I'm
going to go with what my mama told me to say. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
All right, so answer this. Do you think they handled Justin Fields as their quarterback correctly?
No. I think he got the biggest raw deal ever. I think that dude's gotten a raw deal his whole career. I feel bad for that guy.
They're trying to make him something he's not. Baltimore would be a good fit. Go somewhere where they're going to play, they're going to cater to your strengths and weaknesses. Now, they've got a good running back. They've got a couple good receivers. Their line is okay. Defense is, they traded away their best player.
Until somebody can prove to me that you can win in New York, football-wise, I don't think you can. they're in my Miami, Las Vegas, even Atlanta.
Too much going on the outside.
There's too much to do, and you don't focus on the task at hand.
Well, how do you explain? How do you explain Eli Manning with the Giants in New York?
Here comes one. Okay. Here comes one.
All right.
Lucky as fuck.
Hey.
Two championships. The guy caught a ball off his head. Okay.
Hey, 2 championships.
Again, how do I explain it? Lucky as fuck. And having a great defense. Having Michael Strahan to bail you out every freaking time. Yeah.
So the Jets. The best thing that's going to help them is these picks they got from their trades. Have you ever known the Jets, outside of DeBrickashaw Ferguson, to make a solid first-round pick?
Keyshawn Johnson.
A solid. Keyshawn Johnson was a nutcase, number 2 receiver at best. He really should have been not even a slot receiver.
Oh, no, he's the second-round pick.
Who?
Geno Smith.
He didn't last there.
I know he's a second-round pick. But Sam Darnold.
He got a lot better when he left the Jets. I mean, the Jets, when they draft someone, they don't know what to do with them.
Sauce was good.
But they traded him.
I know.
Outside of DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
That kind of goes against the statement I was going to make, is the Jets don't draft well.
They don't.
But what do you mean they don't? We just named off a bunch of these guys that are all like all-stars
for other teams.
But they can draft well. They just don't keep them there.
Well, they don't keep them there because they don't know what to do with them.
Well, no, because I don't know.
Jets
fire.
They are a mess.
And again,
they're going to screw this up. You know, the owner's son reportedly was giving the owner advice on what he should do based off his Madden games. I could give better advice off of the Madden games.
You know who the owner is, though, right? It's Woody Johnson. You know who Woody Johnson is?
You said Woody.
Yeah, his name's Woody. He's even got no, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Woody.
I know.
Yeah.
After, Sauce Gardner always wears a chain that says Sauce. Woody went and bought a Woody chain. Seriously, bro.
So outside of him being the owner of one of the worst football teams out there, Woody Johnson is a porn guy.
No.
How is Woody Johnson not a porn guy?
Johnson & Johnson. Like Johnson & Johnson, all the products from Johnson, that Johnson is him. He is that Johnson.
Well, who's the other Johnson? That's the guy who should be running this team.
Maybe that's that. Maybe Johnson & Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he just got a huge hog.
Yeah.
But no, that's where his money comes from. I think he's that Johnson.
You think he is?
I'm 98% sure.
But I will say this: wherever he came from, he sucks at being an NFL owner. Worse than Dan Snyder.
Different worse.
But
Dan Snyder was
not all the stuff has come out yet because he's still the owner. He's still got his thumb on stuff. All right, so
Woody sucks.
They need a lot of help. They're going to be last next year. All right, Dolphins. I think they underrated. They underachieve. I think they do. I think they do have a good team.
Did. I thought they would have been 500. Didn't make the playoffs, but 7-9. 9-7, 8, I don't, whatever.
I think they underachieved. They have a decent roster.
Yeah, but then they traded away a bunch of freaking guys at the trade deadline.
No, it doesn't help that
Tyreek's knee went that way. Yeah, that didn't help.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he looked like he was happy to be done with the whole thing.
Oh yeah, when they were carting him off, wasn't he the one smiling?
Yeah, he was smiling and cheering.
He's like, hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm done with this mess.
He's paying me for being hurt. Yeah, he will not be the same when he comes back.
No, he is not. He's probably done. Really, Tyreek Hill is probably done.
No, he'll come back. He's not going to be the same. If he is,
okay, but
we'll have to admit it.
But that's the thing. Is okay, he can come back, but part of Tyreek Hill being Tyreek Hill is he's faster than everybody because he's only about 4'2",
and he's not going to be. He'll come back for a couple years. Actually, he'll hang around for quite a few years because some team, well, we could get him cheap. We can get him cheap. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 plays a
Yeah,
year
but
out of
if
him.
but if he only runs a 4.5 40 anymore, that doesn't do you any good.
Some teams will give him that option.
That's true.
They got a new head coach from the Packers. They got a new GM from the Packers. They
Well,
may have
they
a
picked
new
Packers DC, right?
Yep, they may have a new quarterback from the Packers. Um,
What?
Malik,
I hadn't heard that.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're
Um,
prognosticating.
I'm throwing this out there. You
I
know,
wouldn't see a DC taking Malik Willis to be their quarterback. I think Tua's done there, but
yeah,
at the
he
same
needs to
time,
go.
I don't know where Tua's going to go. I don't see him going to the Chargers. I really don't.
What about the Raiders?
No, because Gino still got the job. Well, Gino has a job for now. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, they're going to need.
They have a lot of problems.
They got a good roster. They just
Again,
they're not a team.
they're in Miami too, which again you would think you would have,
That's probably why Tyreek was smiling. It's like nightlife, baby.
but you would think being in Miami you would have a good team camaraderie. You would think, hey, bro, go out. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go hit the club.
right, the TT bar.
Yeah. All right, next team.
That was the Tiki bar, is what I said, right? You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard TT.
Tiki. I said Tiki.
Oh, I thought you said TT.
I did, but I'm saying I said Tiki.
Oh,
Yeah, but I also goes back to my thing. I don't think you can win in Miami. I don't. I don't think you can win in Miami. Bills Mafia.
new head coach Joe Brady announced today, promoted up. This definitely was time for a change. A lot of people in Billsdom were upset, but hey, it was time. McDermott is a good coach. He is a good coach. He will be a head coach again, but teams and owners got to look at it as this. He's going to coach your team. You're going to be consistent making playoffs, but he's like Marty Schottenheimer. Marty Schottenheimer, to me, one of the best coaches out there. He just couldn't get that next level. He just couldn't get it up.
Well,
Not like that.
Here's another thing too: is when you have a superstar in the building
In his prime,
in his
about to
prime.
be out of it soon.
Well, no, I'm talking about Joe Brady, not Josh Allen per se.
Oh.
In this statement here, but when you have a superstar coach in the building and you don't want them to leave, sometimes you have to make drastic changes. And
No, I think it was time for
somebody,
a change in Buffalo.
I think so too.
If he couldn't have got over that hump, I honestly thought it would have been next year. I would have thought this
Nope.
year they would have got rid of the coordinators and said, "You got one more year." But
No, because this was their year. They had the path. They had the path.
They did, but their defense is not good against the run, and teams knew it and know it. They got to get some fatties on defense.
Well, they're pretty old on defense too, to be honest.
Who are some of their guys on defense? Can you name any?
Jordan Poyer, super old.
Yeah, that's safety. I'm talking some fatties to stop this run. Who's on their line?
Jag 1 and Jag 2. You remember what Jag is, right?
Yeah, just another guy. That's my point.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point too. Who's on their line? Just the guy. Ain't nobody making plays.
Yeah, they need defensive help, and they need a wide receiver. They need a wide receiver. I know the owner completely threw Keon Coleman under the bus and threw McDermott under the bus that he wanted him. You know what? Not every draft pick turns out, and we said it before that.
Well,
Not trying to throw him under the bus, but he hasn't performed, and it's
not
time.
every wide receiver is going to come out and be an All Pro their rookie year. Look at Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first year, this
is like his third year.
Exactly. This is his third year, right? His
No,
first
I'm
year.
talking Keon.
I thought he was a rookie this year. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay, my mistake. I thought he was younger than I guess he is. Because Jackson, his first year was maybe 500 yards, maybe. Second year, got a little more.
Let me look at this up.
Yeah, why don't you?
Because I think it's his third year.
I thought he was younger than that, but I mean, maybe you're right.
Hey, look at that. It hurt us.
Well, Shakir is not a downfield guy. He's more of a bubble screen guy or a jet sweep guy. He's not a downfield X or Z receiver, in my opinion.
This was his second year.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's only his second year.
And yeah, yeah, he only started 6 out of 13 games he played in. Last year, he only played in 13 games.
And if I'm not
Just
mistaken, he
not.
was a healthy scratch a few times this year too. If I'm not
He
mistaken,
only started what 6? I just said. I think.
well,
What
no,
did I
I'm
say?
talking about healthy scratches and like
Yeah.
didn't even
He's
play.
he's not performing. So it's his second year. So we both were wrong.
Right.
But when you have Josh Allen as your quarterback and you're not performing,
Yeah, there's problems.
no,
I think the Bills were right to get rid of McDermott. I do.
they got 2 good tight ends. If those tight ends can stay healthy, because like I said during the season, it's like Kincaid and Knox sit there and say, "Hey, I'm hurt this week. You going to play?" And they're like, "Yeah, okay, but I need next week off. So can you play for me?" I think that's what they're doing to have one tight end.
No, right.
Think how good that offense could be if both of those guys as tight ends were out there with the running back they have.
Well, he led the league in rushing.
Yeah, but just think how much better they could be
No,
if
right.
both those guys could be healthy. So I say it a lot. Look at your training staff. Why are these guys hurt all the time? Are they pansies or are they literally hurt?
Transformers.
So
That's what I'll say.
Bill's got a lot of defensive help to do. They need to get a very solid defensive coordinator. Can they get Vance Joseph from Denver? If I'm Joseph,
No.
I don't leave.
No, Vance Joseph's happy where he's at.
Because Bob Babbitt, he don't need to be there.
No.
That was part of the problem.
No.
So you got some coordinators, and we know this, coaches, managers. If you can do good with shite, you're a good coach or manager.
Oh, right. Exactly.
And if they had a good defensive coordinator, Bob Babbitt, he couldn't do anything.
Well,
with them.
Look what Saleh did with San Francisco.
Oh, yeah,
the
starters are out.
Your 2 very best players, 2 all-pro players, not all-stars, not Pro Bowl players, all-pro players, 2 first-team all-pro players you lose, and you still make it to the divisional round of the playoffs. That's impressive.
Well,
don't get me wrong. I think Bob Saleh should have got a job.
They were on what, third string guys mostly? Because even the backups were getting hurt.
Remember we talked about Hendricks got hired on like Thursday and played Saturday and had like 10 tackles
and was the best player on the team.
Yeah.
So Bills need some defensive work.
Yeah, they do. Maybe they can hire Kendricks.
What, sign him to play or be the coordinator? Hell, at this point, sign him to play.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
San Francisco, Saleh's probably going to take him to Tennessee.
Maybe. All right, so
overachieved. Easy one. Overachieved.
I would say overachieved, but it's not surprising where they're at. Drake May did not have that bad of a rookie year with a shit team. A shit coach. Because the team really hasn't changed that much. It's just the coach changed. The team's pretty much the same. I mean, you drafted a lineman, you drafted a couple guys, obviously, but this is pretty much the same team as last year.
Hey.
And you were...
Vrabel's done a great job.
You were boo-boo. Yeah, I was going to say you were boo-boo last year, but now you get Mike Vrabel, who...
Former player.
He might be literally the best actual coach in the league. Okay, let me ask you this. If you're starting a franchise, what other coach would you want besides Mike Vrabel to be your head coach?
George Halas.
He's dead.
You didn't say they had to be alive. You didn't say when we were going to be building this.
Okay, you're right. But it would be pretty difficult for him to coach the team.
From a coffin?
Yeah, if he's... Well, do you even know if he's in the coffin? Yeah, he might have been cremated.
Yeah, you're right.
He might be dust in the wind.
The McCaskies might have stole his body and sold it for money. The money-hungry little diggers, gold diggers.
Who knows?
Anyway.
But
I'm trying to think. I will tell you,
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Let me preface this whole thing also by I love my head coach, and I know actually I love my head coaches because I am like a now closet Bears
I
fan.
would say this:
I love my
Vrabel is
coaches, but
definitely top 5,
oh yeah,
and he should be in the top 5 for the coach of the year. Because they got some good nominees in there, and you know they did the voting before
oh I know, yeah, before,
playoffs,
yeah,
but he's definitely top tier. Tennessee, I think, was dumb and not helping the
well,
fucker or helping the
more
guy.
more more is coming out about how bad their ownership group is too now.
Well,
It's
yeah,
it's starting to like leak out
it's
how
like not Bud
it's
Adams anymore.
no, it's some
Woman,
yeah.
wife, daughter, something like that.
Yeah, some female that doesn't know her head from her arse from what it sounds like, but,
I could
uh,
get the Ursay daughter being an owner because dude, she probably grew up with the football
she
team.
did. They've all grown up as, like they've worked for the Colts their whole life.
It's kind of like Jeannie Buss, which by
Yeah.
the way, very good article on ESPN.
Oh, I need to
Jeannie
read
Buss,
that. I need to
Jeannie
read that.
Buss, with the Lakers, she grew up with them.
But I've heard or I saw a headline of something that, like,
That's a very,
very
good
tumultuous, like, situation there.
very good article. Very good. It was on ESPN. You'll have to look it
Yes,
up.
yes, I
forgot
think
who
that's where I
wrote it.
saw the headline or, like, the thumbnail of something.
It's really like, dang, Jeannie.
Well, she tried to cut everybody out, didn't she?
Read the article, dude. It's
Okay,
great.
yeah. Like I said, I saw something about this the other day of where, yeah, Genie's kind of a gangster. Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, but
next
you know
year,
what?
go ahead.
As much as I hate to admit it too, though, Bob Kraft is one of the best owners in the world.
He is. He may like his masseuse, but hey, so what?
Hey, I mean,
But to me, the best thing, Kraft allowed Vrabel to hire someone, and Vrabel wanted him, and it probably it made this dynasty come back. Who do you think that is?
Bob.
No. Who do you think they hired?
Who did Vrabel hire?
Yeah,
Oh, McDaniel.
exactly.
He's-
McDaniels.
He's the glue. Really, though, he's the glue.
McDaniels should just be given, hey, you're our offensive coordinator as long as you want to be.
You have a lifetime contract, brother.
But
you get this.
You're never going to be the head coach.
You get Stignetti. You are going to be the highest paid offensive coordinator as long as you stay here.
McDaniel should never be considered for a head coach again.
He is amazing. He is an amazing offensive coordinator.
He might be. It is tough for me to say.
No, say it because it's true.
He might be. Is he the best offensive coordinator of all time?
Let me preface this statement by saying,
does he beat Norv Turner?
Yes. Oh, definitely. Oh, I was going to go with, well, I'm saying if Kyle doesn't choke that Super Bowl away, okay, this is like the butterfly effect also, though. You know what I'm saying? If Kyle doesn't choke that Super Bowl away in Atlanta, he doesn't choke at least one of those San Francisco Super Bowls away either. So we look at Kyle way differently because Kyle's good. Kyle's really good.
He is.
But I don't know. What is it? McDonald, right? Isn't it? No.
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
McDaniels.
Okay, so we got McDaniel. We got too many McDaniels, McDonald's, McJesus.
There's Josh McDaniels and
Mike McDonald and Mike McDaniels. See, it's too many. They're all intertwined.
At least, okay, we'll just call him Josh. So Josh, when he left, the Patriots offense took hits, but when he was there, again, just like Tom Brady, making a wide receiver, Wes Welker wasn't a household name. Julian Edelman wasn't a household name. Okay, Randy Moss was. He went there title chasing. We all know it.
Have you heard that story?
Did he win a title?
No, he didn't.
Okay, so, but
you've heard that
greatest hire they could have done to turn that offense around and let Vrabel say,
"Oh yeah,
you handle that. I trust you. I got the rest.
As soon as I heard Vrabel was hired with New England, I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna bring McDaniels
He
in.
should have.
He's
Yeah.
gonna bring McDaniels in, and they're gonna just go back to just doing what they were doing."
And it works.
It does. It
It
does.
works.
It does.
I kind of feel
I
bad for what's his nuts? Oh, quarterback for May, first round pick, Mac Jones.
I know if they just would have like just
I
let
want to say was Josh McDaniels the offensive coordinator Mac Jones' rookie year and then
no,
left?
no. His offensive coordinator his rookie year, sir, was Patricia, wasn't it?
I thought it was the year after. I thought it was the bad year.
And you're probably right with that.
That's
Because
when
yeah,
Belichick went senile. Hey, let's take a defensive coordinator, make him an offensive coordinator.
again, I see Belichick's logic in doing it because again, at that point
What it cost him.
I know, I agree. But at that time, he was so delusional with his power and his I'm so football savvy and I know everything. I'm going to teach my friend a lesson on how to run an offense, even though he's probably the best defensive mind in the world. No, let's put him on offense. And we're going to make him a better head coach by letting him learn how to run the offense.
See,
That's what I think it was. I think that it was Bill's ego that literally thought he was helping Patricia, and he thought that Patricia was good enough to do it.
Who was God, what was his name? I put McDaniels on offense as a coordinator at the same level. God, what was his name? He was a coordinator at Pittsburgh on defense. Dick something.
LeBeau.
Dick LeBeau. I think he's probably the greatest defensive coordinator that there's been.
You know, they still run Dick LeBeau blitzes in Pittsburgh with the same call that Dick LeBeau called it. What double ninja mug. They still call it double ninja mug, and it's the same blitz that Dick LeBeau run. Same thing.
Those are your top two coordinators to me all time. All right, so
I don't know about
the Patriots.
You forgot about Buddy.
He was all right, but not as long.
All right, so we got through all of the AFC. So Shedeur Sanders, see, it looked a little better like when it didn't get cut off the top.
We'll have to
Shedeur Sanders named to the Pro Bowl.
That's a bunch of shite.
No,
it is.
He had I want to say it was the third most votes for the Pro Bowl. So as much as we think that he's shite,
oh no, I'm not saying he's shite.
The bots.
He shouldn't be a Pro Bowler. CJ Stroud had a better season comparatively to Shedeur.
I understand that, but the fans
don't vote in. This wasn't voted in by the fans.
He had the third most votes
this
by
was
fans.
The coaches. This wasn't the fans voting him in.
Part of the Pro Bowl balloting is the fans.
If he really was third, he'd have been up in there earlier.
Look, I'm not trying to argue for the guy to be a Pro Bowler. I'm just saying that somebody wants him to be a Pro Bowler. That's not this guy.
His daddy.
That's not that guy. His daddy can't make votes.
You don't think so? You can't get a bot to go online and vote? But again, that's not what got him in on this. This was an injury, and then no,
not just one injury. This is lots of injuries.
Oh well,
I think people saying that I don't want to be a replacement Pro Bowler. I'm good. That's what I think.
I would turn back and I would go to CJ Stroud would have been first.
I would say I would hope, because I think Shedeur was 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But if you do remember, a couple of years ago, remember Snoop Huntley, who started in like 4 games one year, made a Pro Bowl. You remember that, right?
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl. Huh?
I would have had a fit about that too.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl. Had like maybe 5 starts, 500, I think, in his starts, and he made the Pro Bowl. Again, this is the time of year where guys, CJ Stroud probably had a trip planned to Jamaica, Juanaman Island somewhere out in the middle of the Pacific where there's only 12 people on the island, and he's gonna do ayahuasca all day long. I don't know. I'm making shit up as I go, but he probably had a trip plan that sounded way better than playing flag football and being the third string quarterback on a flag football team.
Okay,
That's probably what I
I'm
think.
just sticking by my original statement. CJ Stroud had a better year. Now, if like you say they went to CJ and he said no, I don't want to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you not want to be a Pro Bowler? Why would you not want to be? Put it on your resume to go to the next team if they get rid. Anyway,
Okay, well, from the CJ Stroud perspective, okay, I'm already a Pro Bowler. I've already checked that box on my resume.
you want to make the Hall of Fame, you got to make it more than once.
I've already checked that box on the resume. Okay, I have a all-inclusive trip planned to Juanaman Island, where there's 12 people on there and they're all naked. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
think this was a bad call this year. This year, again, I'm not saying
there's
Shador is
there's
a bad
always
quarterback. I think Shador, if Cleveland does this right, actually could be pretty good in Cleveland. I'm
look.
not saying Hall of Fame.
I don't think he should be a Pro Bowler either. Okay, I don't. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I don't think he should be a Pro Bowler. But at the same time, I get why people don't want to go do it. Why? I mean, again, why would you want to go play flag football?
Pro Bowler, that'd be fun. Then you can go to the island of the naked women.
Yeah, but you got to change your tickets. I mean, it's
They
it's a
got the
big to
money.
do. It's a big to do. You know.
All right, let's hit the next one.
You're right. So now, stud or dud on the 2015 top 15 of the NFL draft.
2020. Okay.
Yeah, 2020. I only went back 5 years.
All right, so we can hit this real quick.
Pretty quick. Some of these guys we don't know.
Hopefully, you have the guys on there.
I do.
Okay.
I have pictures even with names because some of them we don't know.
Good, and I could kind of read it.
Oh shit, we can't read these names.
Oh, Burrow.
Oh yeah, so Joe Burrow. I think he's a stud.
I think he's a dud.
Wow, that's horrible.
Stay healthy, my dude. Stay healthy.
Okay, so this is gonna suck because some of these guys I really don't know. Chase Young. I think he is
I say dud.
I would say dud. If there's no medium if we're going extremes on this, he's a dud.
Extremes. We're doing extremes.
A dud. Hold on 2 seconds. I have these written down. I just don't remember. I have them on there.
Okay.
But it's too small. So 2 seconds.
That's not Amon-Ra St. Brown?
No, it's not. It's a corner. He didn't get drafted by Detroit. He got drafted by somebody else. I don't have the whole story. Didn't get that.
All right, get your notepad. So while we wait for him to get the notepad, we're gonna stare at that picture and be like, "Hey, who's that guy? Hey, who's that guy? Hey, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? I don't know who that guy is. Looks like he's Detroit." All right, here we go. We might get our answer. Who is that guy?
Jeff Okudah.
Is he the one they traded away?
No, they traded for him. He went to Ohio State. He's a corner. I don't know. I'd say he's a dud.
Who's the one that they traded to Atlanta? I think it was Okudah.
No, it might have been. I don't think he was drafted by Detroit. Neither here nor there. He's a bust, in my opinion.
Let me look that name up because I think it's the one they traded away. If they traded him away,
OKUDAH.
Oh, it hurt us because there it is. I didn't have to spell it all the way. It's the one they traded away. He's a dud. Dud. Next.
All right, so this is Andrew Thomas, lineman out of Alabama, plays for the Jets or the Giants. Offensive lineman, yeah.
I
would say he's a dud because he's not an All-Pro.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say stud because he's an offensive lineman. They don't get enough credit. It's hard to say stud or dud on those guys. So
okay,
I'm gonna say stud on this guy.
All right, so let's see if you can recognize this next guy.
Tua.
Dud.
Definitely not a stud, and we're doing extreme, so dud.
Justin Herbert.
Stud.
Like the picture I picked too.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that Jim Carrey from back here?
It kind of does look like it, doesn't it? All right, so this is Derek Brown, defensive lineman for the Panthers.
I haven't heard much about him, so I have
Right.
to go dud.
Me too. This is Isaiah Simmons. He got drafted by somebody else, got traded to the Giants, had a decent end of the season. I would say dud
What
because
position does he play?
wide receiver.
I'm gonna say dud. I don't know who he is.
Another wide receiver, C.J. Henderson.
I'm gonna say dud.
Yep. Jarek Willis Jr., offensive lineman for the Browns.
I'm sticking with my original offensive line. I'm going with stud.
I say stud on this one too. I've heard some things about him. He seems like he's all right. Mekhi Becton, no longer where he originally started, got traded to the Chargers. He's the right tackle of the uh, broken tackle team. But I'd say he's a stud.
I'd say turn it around because they really missed him. Stud.
Henry Ruggs Jr., loser. How about that? Can we throw a loser category in there instead of stud or dud? How
I
about just
forgot
loser?
about this dipshit.
Yeah, right? So did I until I saw him. I was like, oh, Henry Ruggs.
He's definitely a dud.
You know he's about to get out of jail and try to get back in the NFL?
He's definitely a dud.
Dud. Yeah. Or a loser. Next we have Tristan Wirfs.
I'd say stud.
Oh, stud. Definite stud. Definite stud. Then we have Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman for the 49ers. He got hurt this year too, actually. I think he's a stud.
I gotta say stud because I've heard good things.
Yep.
And again, we're doing extremes.
Exactly. The last one here, Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, I told you I had something about Jerry Jeudy for you.
I'm going with dud.
Definite dud. All right, so then we have some honorable mentions that did not get drafted in the top 15. We had number 17, CeeDee Lamb. Number 22,
stud.
Justin Jefferson.
Stud.
I agree. Number 25, Brandon Ayuk. Loser.
Was a stud, now a dud.
I would always say a dud, really, but that's just me. Next, we have Jordan Love, drafted at number 26.
As a Bears fan, I say dud.
I would say he is a. Ooh, that's a tough one. We're going extremes. I would say that he is a stud. Then, if I have to go extremes on this one, I think he's mediocre. But next, then we have number 27, Jordan Brooks. Say he's a stud. Drafted by the Seahawks, led the league in tackles this year.
Oh, because I never heard of him. So I guess
Jordan Brooks. He plays for the Dolphins now. Remember that one game we watched?
You gave me some stats, so I'll say stud.
Remember that one game we watched with the Dolphins? Where they played awesome in the first half, and then the second half they didn't come out of the locker room. And Jordan Brooks, you don't remember? Never mind. And then the last one, number 28 of the first round, was Patrick Queen. Excuse me, not McQueen.
You know, I say stud.
Oh, he's
I like him. I wish he wouldn't have left
Baltimore. Yeah, he got traded.
They're missing him.
Yeah, they have. Actually, you're right. Since they got rid of him, their defense has kind of been shite. So that is kind of a recap of the first round of the 2020 NFL draft. We'll come back to maybe 21 next week. All right. So next we have the OKC Thunder. This is the last. All this is the last segment of the show.
A little bit about this story is way back in whatever year it was that Clay Bennett and the other partners bought.
Are we doing this now?
We're just going to go over some of it.
Oh, okay, we're not getting into the weeds of this.
Right, we're just going to go into the backstory.
Okay.
Clay Bennett, some other owners bought the Seattle Supersonics. I remember as Supersonics, even though back I think they pretty much shortened it to Sonics.
They did. But the Supersonics were the original name of the team.
Yes.
Because the supersonic jets that were being built in the Boeing
in the area.
Well, in Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, in the area.
Seattle, yes.
So what we'll do is I lived here in Oklahoma. Maxarelli lived in Seattle. We'll have to go back to the Facebook post But basically, and we'll get more into this on who called what shots and how this was going to happen. Personally, I don't think the Sonics should have lost the team. I think they should have a team by now. And I don't get why the Sonics were pushing so hard for that stadium. Key Arena wasn't bad. I sat down low, I sat medium, and I sat high, and there was not a bad seat in that arena.
There was not a bad seat in Key Arena.
I don't know what was wrong with it, other than the current owners wanted a new one, and then said we're not going to get it because we'll go into more on the land sale.
We'll get into all of it.
There's going to be a big one on the Thunder Sonic move, the Sonic Boom move.
We'll have to do a little bit of actual like reminder research too on that.
Yeah, we'll have to go back through Facebook.
Not even that, bro. There's a couple of
docs. Oh no! I want to call out that dipshit that was on Facebook. I'm going to call him out.
Oh,
yeah, whoever that guy was.
I don't even remember who it was.
Dude, but you're going to have to go back through your timeline.
Yeah,
but we're going to get into that. It should be pretty good. We hope. There's going to be some.
It'll be interesting just to hear.
It'll probably be the whole episode. It may be the post Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'll be probably after the Super Bowl. We'll sit down for an hour and just talk about it, just from the different perspectives that we have. Because again, like I told you, even at the time, I'm like, you're telling me this, and I'm like, no, bro, they're saying this up here. This is what I'm being told. You're like, oh no, dude, no, what? Dude, no, that's not what's happening. This is what's happening. You're like, bro,
let's not give so much away. Yeah. Let's not give so much away.
So how are our Sonics doing? I mean, Thunder doing though?
They lost the last time they played. I think they're still in first.
I think isn't Jay Will still out though? Isn't he hurt still?
I think so.
Now is that I don't know. That's not the hand that he got surgery on, though, right? Isn't it something else that's hurt?
I think so. I think it is.
I think so too. I don't think it's the same hand that he got surgery on.
The funny thing was they started this year hot without him. That's all I'm saying. They started hot with whatever they were.
Who was starting in his spot? Do you know? Dort?
I think they went very small.
So they went with
Dort probably when he's in there.
Not really. He's 6'5".
They probably had Hartenstein and Chet in there to start. Your boy Dort.
My man Dort, yeah. Well, you heard about I think it was Houston. Or wait, where's Flag? Flag plays for Dallas. Bro, their starting lineup is like 6'10, 6'11, 6'11, 7 foot. Like their starting lineup is like nobody's shorter than
6'10. The last time I heard when we watched, the Rockets had the tallest starting lineup.
Oh, the Rockets do. Okay.
I think it was the Rockets. Now, that may have been before Flag was actually going to start, but I want to say it was the Rockets. If it's not the Rockets, Rockets are 2.
Right, yeah. Well,
they got a bunch of stretches out there, including they got a Cupcake, too. They got a tall Cupcake.
He's 6'10" Cupcake.
So,
yeah,
all right.
And bad look, by the way. I don't like the neck beard look that he's got going on right now.
Yeah, that's Cupcake
horrible.
For you.
His name is not Cupcake. It's Kevin.
So I guess to the ones of the nuns.
I don't even know if we got any viewers. See, that's the thing I don't like about this screen here. We can't even see.
We'll reset the screen. To the ones of the nuns, we appreciate you watching. If you're not watching live, we appreciate you watching later on.
Exactly.
We'll have a Super Bowl show before the Super Bowl.
Yep, next week. Next week's Super Bowl show, we will go over then 2021 draft.
We'll have some trivia on the Super Bowl.
Trivia Super Bowl. We'll do NFC review.
Yep.
Oh, wait. And I don't have them in front of me. We'll do that Super Bowl episode anyways. Because we didn't talk about any picks this week. So
to the ones of the nuns. Deuces.
Till next week.
And again, deuces. One more time, because we got to hit this button twice. I don't know why, but
yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, I don't know. Earlier when we tried to start live, Max hit the one, and then you got to hit this one. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but you know what? We get used to it. All right.
This week's sponsors are the 6-passenger H-Jet MVP by Daihatsu. Not faster than a Lambo. Pure old Panther piss. Pick some up at your local liquor store. Bob the Builder. Squirtle Squirt Guns for young men 18 years and older. Joe's Porsche. They have the loaded 1989 911 on site now. Stop by and ask for Tiny. Rock Hard Caulking Service. Got a hole? Let me put my cock in it. Build My Home Chemistry Kit. Let your kid find the cure. Marlboro Red Cigarettes. Fuck it, you're gonna die anyways. Poop Juice. Are you backed up? Haven't shit in a couple days? Poop Juice tastes like the name, but it does the job. Billy Boner Breakfast Hot Dogs. Your wife craves a big boner every morning. Looking for a career change? Want to work from home? Start your own business in vibrator repair. Check out our campus at the corner of BBC Avenue and Rabbit Butterfly Highway.